This week, the Kenyan dairy industry came into focus. Newspaper reports from Nairobi of an increase in retail prices, and with that, Kenyan farmers are expected to take home at least an extra 14 to 17 shillings for every litre of milk produced. Mr. Wachira, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, just tell us about an increase. Just tell us about an increase in milk prices and how that's going to benefit the farmer.
We have actually not experienced milk increase in milk prices. What we have experienced is a decrease in consumer prices. The retail prices have come down, and for the farmer, the prices have also come down. We have seen prices for the farmers come down from 24 shillings to current 18 shillings. So the farmer, what the farmer is experiencing right now is actually he's not able to recoup his expenses on the dairy farming.
Okay, now we know that the dairy industry has grown by about 140% since year 2007, but obviously now there are some discrepancies as to what the retail price is and what the cost price is and what the farmer is taking home. What's changing the market conditions?
What is changing the market condition is mostly the imports and the structures that are there in landing the dairy sector. We are experiencing imports of powdered milk, which is cheap and subsidized, and that is compromising on the production of or the processing of the produced milk for the dairy local farmers.
Okay, now tell us about the farming activity in terms of dairy. We know that about 30% of milk is actually factory produced. Everything else happens on smallholder farming. Is that lack of coordination a problem here in terms of boosting capacity?
It is not actually a lack of coordination, but it is a lack of commitment by the big factories. And it is not actually even 30%, it's below 30%. 90%. Almost 90% of the daily farming is done by small-scale milk trader, milk farmer. And it is because the farmers rely wholly on the milk produce.
Okay, and now just let's talk about stockpiling reserves for the market, because you're going into the rainy season and there are concerns of wastage, and you've also come out of a drought and there was concerns of scarcity.
We have fears, and the dairy sector is in Kenya is now uncertain of the stockpiling, because we do not have the capacity. The processors who are processing about 25% to 30% of the milk produced in Kenya do not have capacity to stockpile for the dry seasons. So what the government should do, and what the government is doing, is trying to establish a strategic reserve whereby we can preserve milk with a long life.
Okay.
But the processors who are in Kenya, the operators, the processors in Kenya, they do not have the capacity to do that. It is only the government-owned KCC that has the capacity to do that.